Good morning. It is January 12th, 2025. Went over and on over to breakfast. I'm doing it at a little better time here. I woke up really not too terribly long ago. That was about 20-30 minutes ago. Went ahead and did all the stuff I needed to. And I'm going over. I feel better about it this time because yesterday I ended up just doing a whole bunch of stuff in the dorm and I didn't even go out and eat breakfast or get out of my bed sooner than I needed to. I know that, I know that there's been many occasions in my life in the last few years where I didn't need to get out of bed quicker. Like I could have just stayed and watched more YouTube or whatever in it. And sometimes that is, it's fun. But I don't know. I just feel better if I just go ahead and get up and do some stuff that I need to. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think that's just me experiences. I think a fair amount of people do. I don't know. But yeah. So there's a few things I didn't do yesterday. So I'd like to take some time to do those, accomplish those few tasks today. But I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking. I don't know. Maybe at some point today, do I go over to Seabury and just find some physical activity space and just do that for at least 30 minutes or so. I don't know. Might help. Might make me feel just a little better. To just get moving around and burn some calories off and get some get some blood moving and whatnot. But anyway, I don't know. Might do that. Maybe I should just start small with stuff like this. Because I know that I told you before. I've been kind of hesitant to do exercise or sports or whatever, but maybe I can just find something that I wouldn't actually mind doing, for 20-30 minutes or so every couple of days. So I don't know. Kind of another thing I was thinking about there. I hope that the last video I released yesterday, the dinner monologue one, I hope that wasn't too long. too long for most of my viewers, but nonetheless, not too worried about it. It is interesting that we've had we've had all the snow on the ground over the last however many days it's been, which to me is a little crazy because I don't know. I lived here in Kentucky my whole life, and it's still crazy to me because, where I've lived, sure, we've gotten snow, right? But if we had any, it was just a few days, and then it went back to being, hotter or even just cool weather. But not here. It's actually managed to, have the snow on the ground for, several days in a row. Again, I wish I could say how long it's been, but whatever. I do hope that that the physical copy of the textbook for my accounting class, that I get that sooner rather than later through the mail, because I ordered it on like Thursday, and I need that thing when I'm in class.
Walk sign on for all crossings.
Well, I mean, I could use the online one, but my teacher doesn't really want us doing that. Plus, it'd also be kind of easier if you use the physical book, because that way we don't have to switch back and forth between 5,000 different tabs on our computer, which I appreciate that. But anyhow, I don't know if I'll get it or not, because maybe the mail office already got it, but I just don't have anyone working on Saturday or Sunday, so there's no way for me to really know until I get an email about it. Whatever. It's fine. So another thing I just thought about was, I call these videos, daily walks, and it just reminds me of, the fact that my dad would often, and I think he still does sometimes, although I don't know if he's been doing it very much in these, in the snowy weather, that, he'd take our dogs on a walk. And the funny thing, one of the many funny things about our dogs, I would say, is that, unlike most other dogs that, we've seen or know about, right? Well, these ones, they don't want to just, take their time and go leisurely and, be casual with their walk. They're like, we have to run and sprint and, and smell everything and, pull as hard and as aggressively as we can, just on our harnesses, so that, we can cover the most distance, and whatnot. And, they'll pull out their, metaphorically speaking, their sniffer noses, and I'll just go crazy with that. So it's often kind of annoying for me to try to walk with them, just because it's like I go on these things, just to walk, and they're like, no, that's not what we're doing today. Sometimes my family likes to joke that the dogs take my dad on a walk, or rather a sprint. But nonetheless, still over dogs, even if they are quite ridiculous. We also joked sometimes about how we put our cat Luna in a stroller if we ever did try to want to walk with her. The reason the joke is funny is also just, our cat Luna, she's I'm sure I've shown at least a few pictures of her on this channel. She's a gray and white cat that we have, and she's pretty lazy. Sometimes we joke about her being like, oh, did you get your 50 or 60 steps in today, kind of thing. So I don't know, just be like, oh, we take the cat on a stroll, you'd put her in that. I don't know. Just always funny. Although I don't know if it's just me, but like, what is it with like gray cats and being fat? Is that like a genetic thing, or is it something else? I don't really know. Feel free to tell me down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, sort of content, then feel free to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It really means a lot to me. I'm trying to reach 50 subscribers before Valentine's Day. Thank you to people who've subscribed in the last week or so. Thank you for contributing to that goal, and also to the ones who've already subscribed. Thank you a lot. And if you have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you, I will see you later.